In the last episode, we installed this beautiful Chromadek IBR roof, and today we're moving on to installing the windows and external doors. Now, this part of the build was not as straightforward as it should have been, mainly because of a couple of rookie mistakes I made around door frames. Stick around to see how we fix those mistakes, and as always, I'll break down exactly how much the windows and external doors cost. We're out here on Harare Road visiting the workshop of one enterprising young man called Brian, who runs BG Glass and Aluminium, a company that manufactures aluminium windows, doors, and a lot more. Now, I'm actually telling this story backwards, so let me rewind a little bit. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm documenting the journey of building a home in Zimbabwe while living abroad, sharing the wins, the mistakes, and the real costs along the way. So I spent a lot of time researching windows and doors. I noticed that some fellow Zimbabweans in the diaspora are shipping in things like windows, doors, bathroom fittings, and other things from China. And if you know anything about me, it's this: I explore every option, crunch numbers, and leave no stone unturned. So here's the conclusion I came to. For me, it's not really worth it, especially when it comes to windows. Yes, imported windows are higher spec with complex mechanisms, double glazing, laminated glass, and all. But here's the real question: what happens when something breaks? Who fixes it locally? Where do you get replacement parts? Or do you just ship a whole new unit from China? For me, long-term maintainability matters a lot. You also have to be realistic. Your earning power won't always be the same forever. So I decided to go local, and somebody that watches the channel introduced me to Brian, and he invited me to come see their operation. As you can see here, this is a small company run by young men, and I really respect that. They're producing a serious volume of work here: windows, doors, folding doors, custom designs, garage doors, electric gates, and all of this is customer work being fabricated in this workshop. And just to be clear, this is not an advert. I paid full price for my windows and doors. I'm just simply showcasing some of the capable young people I've come across on this journey. Back on the site, you can see the mess I created by being undecided about external doors. We originally installed steel door frames, then later removed them when we realized that the aluminium doors came with their own frames. That meant undoing a lot of the work that we'd done and leaving a mess. Here, the BG Glass and Aluminium guys are removing the doors so we can correct the issue properly. And right here you can see there was no lintel above the door. This is where I always say, don't double down on a mistake. Fix it early and move on, because future you will regret it if you don't. And here's the builder correcting the staff quarters door so the aluminium frame can be installed properly. And here he's doing the same thing for the cottage front door. You'll notice that we actually took down the entire pillar on the left because it wasn't straight. We are rebuilding it properly. The cottage back door is also getting the same treatment, straightened up, and a lintel added for structural integrity. And have a look here, you can see the windows that the BG Glass and Aluminium guys custom made and installed for us. Don't worry about the messy mortar around the windows. That was done intentionally as a basic security measure to discourage thieves from simply yanking them out. It's not foolproof, but every little helps. Back at the staff quarters, The front doorway is now fixed properly. We have a lintel above the door, making it structurally sound. There is a small gap at the top, but that's easy to rectify. Now all that's left is for the BG guys to install the door and frame. You'll notice that I went with charcoal grey doors and windows to match the roof. The external walls are going to be painted an off-white color, giving it a clean contrast. That classic understated look for me is timeless, practical, and not trying too hard. Over at the cottage, progress is clear here. The old pillar is gone, replaced with a straight one. And lintels are now installed above the doorway. On a side note, here's a quick perspective of the site layout. The main house will eventually go in this large open space. Honestly, even thinking about building it is daunting physically and financially. Maybe we'll afford it, when we hit 1 million subscribers. Back at the cottage, the front door looks far better now. And the builder's finishing off the back door. It's not perfect, but it's miles ahead of where we were. We're inside the staff quarters here. It's a 50 square meter footprint, so the rooms are compact. But we went with large windows throughout to maximize natural light. You might also notice that we started tubing for electrical conduits and plumbing. That's all part of preparing for plastering, and we'll cover that properly in the next episode. The BG team is back on site, reinstalling the doors and windows we removed earlier. You can see here in the cottage, we also have large windows to let in plenty of natural light. And you'll also notice that the glass has a grey tint from the outside. From the outside you get privacy, but from the inside it's clear. I also really like these aluminium doors with a cladded panel and a glass strip in the middle. And this stable back door, that one's a personal favourite. You know, I like the rainy season in Zimbabwe. When everything turns green, the air smells fresh, and the land just feels alive. I've got big plans for all that space in the back. We'll talk about it in a future episode. As always, now let's talk costs. For the aluminium windows and external doors combined, here's what we paid. We paid $2,010 for aluminium windows, and the external doors cost $600. The total cost for windows and external doors came up to $2,610. No hidden numbers, no estimates, that's the real figure. That's it for this episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share. It really helps to grow the channel. That's all I have for you guys this time, so catch you in the next one. Peace.